All right, what's going on, big dog? So I'm sure most of you are already pretty caught up with the whole Think Before You Sleep versus Illumation drama going on currently. It really hasn't ended yet, and more people continue to talk about it. And Think Before You Sleep is a content creator I really enjoy, so I figured I'd pop on and give my own 2 cents on the whole situation. But we got to start from the beginning before we get to some of the newer stuff that has been revealed to me today. So basically, about 4 months ago, Illumation released a video titled Perks of Being the Fat Kid, to which it went semi-viral and a lot of people enjoyed it. And Sean, or Think Before You Sleep, I'm going to refer to him as Sean for the rest of the video here. Sean went ahead and made a video basically debunking all her claims about the perks of being an overweight individual. And after he made this video, a lot of his audience obviously took his side, and a bunch of them went over to Illumation's channel and left a bunch of mean comments. Basically, a lot of people were saying they were targeted harassment, but they were just mean comments that everyone gets on their videos. That's just how the internet works. And Illumation and her fan base started to notice the mass amount of negative comments and dislikes on her video. So Illumation went to her Tumblr page with her fans and told them all to go and mass report Sean's channel and video in order to get it taken down. So she was now threatening this guy's way of life. She was now threatening his job by telling her audience to go and mass report his channel. Now, there are a few things on the internet, and specifically on YouTube, you just don't do to other people. The main one being not to divvy out false accusations to them of them being, you know, P-words or offenders of some kind. Because even if that stuff comes out to not be true, it still has a long-lasting effect on a person's like way of life. There's going to be people that believe it no matter what because people are stupid. And that's just how that works. So you literally will ruin somebody's not only YouTube career, but you could outright ruin their career outside of YouTube by claiming false accusations against them. But the second thing is definitely a close second thing is definitely asking your fans to come and try to take down another creator's channel simply because your feelings got a little hurt. So a lot of people were obviously very upset about that because as a content creator, this is the way these guys make their living. Like, I don't make a living doing this, but these guys do. These guys are huge creators. This is their way of life. They put a lot of time and energy and effort into these videos like most people on the platform do, but these guys are making it. This is how they pay for their bills and their groceries, and this is how they live their day-to-day life. So when somebody is falsely accusing them of sending a horde of their subscribers to come and harass them, it becomes a big deal, which is why Sean had to respond. And you have to respond in this situation because if all of your stuff starts getting mass flagged and taken down and you don't exactly know why, or your fans don't know why, then all of a sudden you're not posting any videos, they're going to be confused. And they're going to be like, what the heck? Did he just up and quit? Is he another YouTube retiree or something like that? What happened here? So Sean went ahead and made an entire video going over the situation and basically telling his audience that this lady was being crazy, that Illumation was being crazy and, you know, can't take criticism, which is true. So he made a video telling his audience about the entire situation. And obviously he has some lunatics in his fan base. That's just how the world works. No matter how famous you get, no matter how popular, no matter how good of a person you are, if you have fans, some are going to be nuts. And some of them were nuts. They went out and doxed Illumation, which I don't think needs to be said. You shouldn't do. You should never dox anybody. It's not illegal. Sure, you can post people's information on the internet and never get in any legal trouble whatsoever. However, it's still not cool. It's still not the right thing to do in any situation, especially to somebody who is a big creator. And a lot of people want to know where this person is. And a lot of people are creeps and will stalk this individual because she happens to be female and people on the internet are fucked up. But nonetheless, her address got leaked. And this is when the commentary community really started to pick up on this drama, because what inevitably ended up happening was, since Sean is a anti-woke or more right-wing conservative commentative channel on the platform, a bunch of people started saying that he was doing this on purpose, that he was sending the masses to Illumation's channel and Tumblr and demanding that his audience just mass report her, take her down, dox her information, get her killed in some cases. And it's just absolutely freaking ridiculous. So basically you have a good majority of the commentary community going on and saying, hey, just because he made a constructive criticism video on your video doesn't mean he is outright, you know, asking his audience to come and deplatform you. That's not what's happening. What happened was he had 1 or 2 or 10, 15, who fucking knows how many people who are batshit crazy and did a terrible thing. That's not Sean's fault. Now, if there was messages or texts or actual proof of him messaging or telling somebody to go out and do that, then yeah, that's terrible, that's bad, and I would be in favor of him not being on the platform anymore if that was something that he did, which it's not. But of course, another challenger decided that they needed to step into the ring. And who else other than freaking Noah Samsen? So Noah Samsen and Think Before You Sleep have had a lot of drama in the past. They both like going at each other's throats because, like Illymation, Noah is basically the complete opposite on the political spectrum when it comes to how him and Sean think. They're basically polar opposites. Sean has made videos debunking him. Noah's made videos debunking him. It's been nothing but a dumb back and forth for years at this point, from my recollection. And he probably made the stupidest video on the topic I have ever seen, titled Think Before You Dox. Now, I will be honest, huge chunk of this hour-long video isn't even going over the Illymation shit. A huge chunk of this video is him trying to just be like, Sean is a piece of shit and I hate him. That is basically a huge chunk of it. I'm not going to get into the political crap that goes on between them because it is a whole rabbit hole that I don't even want to touch with a 10-foot pole. Let me tell you, it is a huge stinker pile that I can smell from here, man. I don't want to be anywhere near that crap. It's like when the lagoon opens up in the springtime. You know, it's all frozen over from the winter and then the whole town smells like shit. That is what their drama is. Basically, when it comes to politics, any political type of drama is nothing but a massive shit pile. But the first couple minutes of the video genuinely go over the topic, and I have a quick minute clip here that I'll go ahead and show you because it is so fucking stupid, guys. It is just ridiculous, the crap these people try to pull.
The storytime animation YouTuber Illymation released a video called Perks of Being the Fat Kid. 2 months later, the anti-woke YouTube channel Think Before You Sleep, hereafter referred to as Sean, hi Sean, responded to Illy's video in a video titled Fat Acceptance Cartoon. Right after Sean posted this response, the comment section on Illy's video went through some changes. It was flooded with hate comments, threats, insults, inflammatory accusations, also a lot of anti-Semitism, so that's kind of weird. When one of her followers reached out on Tumblr to ask if she'd seen the video, Illy replied, and after expressing frustration about the harassment she was receiving, she ended the post by asking her followers to report the video. In response to this one Tumblr post, Sean made a whole new video, Woke YouTuber is Trying to Deplatform Me, in which he accused Illy of leading a campaign of targeted harassment campaign, and mass flagging campaign against me, mass flagging his channel, mass flagging against him and his smaller channel,
Deplatform a smaller creator, harass a much smaller creator,
in order to deplatform him,
deplatform me, to try and get me deplatformed,
and take away his source of income.
take away my source of income.
The only evidence he has provided for any of these accusations is that one Tumblr post.
Okay, Noah, the reason that he only used her Tumblr post of her asking to deplatform him as the only evidence of her trying to deplatform him was because that is the evidence of her trying to deplatform him. Why are you acting like she's not trying to do that? That is exactly what she told her audience to do, man. She literally said, go and mass report this channel. He is mean to me. Go report this channel. How dumb are you, dude? What? And then he spends the rest of the video, I'm not even joking, so he goes to this whole monologue about how, oh, she did nothing wrong, she's perfect, she's so sweet and nice, and all she did was ask people to completely ruin his life. I don't know, like, where's his evidence that she's trying to deplatform him? There is none here. He goes from that to then going back to kind of his and Sean's beef, where he spends the next 50 fucking minutes talking about how they hate each other and how Sean says dumb things and how he is just a better content creator, basically. He basically tries to debunk a bunch of Sean's shit in one video, not just this. And so most of the video is a big nothing burger, but then towards the end, he actually puts out clips of people, quote unquote, being offensive or harassing her in her chat. And it's things like, you should quit YouTube, or you're fat, LOL. Like, there was pictures on the clip I just showed you of people being like, you, and then an arrow pointing to a pig, or like a bunch of fry emojis or something like that. Like, really? It's the internet, guys. Are you new? I know these guys aren't new. They've been doing it for years. Like, this is their entire life. Illymation, Noah Samsen, they all make content for a living. And they all seem to just be dumbfounded at the fact that the internet just fucking sucks most of the time. Like, the internet's great. There's awesome things. Like, I've learned a ton of stuff. I've learned editing. I've learned Photoshop. I've learned so much from the internet. But the problem is that everyone has access to it, and most people aren't using it to better themselves. Most people are using it. Well, most people are using it for porn. But most people who are using the internet not for that are just shit posters. That's all they are. They're just guys on their guys and girls scrolling through their Instagram, leaving a mean comment, laughing to themselves, and then they go and tell their friend about how they own someone on the internet when they really didn't say anything, but whatever, they got a good story out of it. That is the whole thing. Most of the people that commented on her video probably did it while wiping their ass, because that's just how people are. Then Noah, even at the end, supports the decision to deplatform him. Now, I didn't say this earlier, but Sean got a strike on his channel. Luckily, YouTube reverted it, so he no longer has a strike on his channel. You get 3 strikes and you're done. That's your entire content just gone. You can't get that back. 1 strike is a lot on YouTube. Like, you are that much closer. You're literally 33.3 repeating, of course, % chance closer to losing your channel than you were 2 seconds ago before this lady lost her mind. This is stuff I just cannot get behind. I get so upset and irate about this crap because none of these other platformers who, the Turkey Toms of the world, the Penguin Zeros, Asmongold's, like, you name a big content creator out there who isn't a lunatic, and they all have the same opinion as people like Sean here, which is you can sit there and make hateful videos on me. I can look it up on YouTube right now, and I bet there's 400,000 different results for people hating on Charlie or Penguin Zero. I bet there's a million different videos of people hating on PewDiePie and Mr. Beast. That's just how the world is. But you don't see those big creators being like, get them the fuck out of here. Take them down now. How dare they say mean things to me on the internet of all places? Like, that's just how the world works, man. Like, if I'm going for a walk and somebody calls me a moron or pushes me over, I guess, I don't know. I guess if they push me, I'd probably get physical. But if they just said like, hey man, you're ugly, what am I supposed to do? I'm just gonna be like, all right. That's the internet. That's how the internet works. People just say crap because there is no real repercussions, because you are hiding behind, you know, a profile on the internet. That's what you're doing. But I guess really at the end of the day here, guys, like, this entire situation has gotten so massively blown out of proportion, when in reality, it really isn't that big of a deal. Again, the whole rundown is she made a video, Sean didn't like it, so he debunked it or rebutted her claims. And then the entire internet lost their mind because she said he's harassing her, and all of her fans agree because they're all sensitive and can't, you know, handle criticism. To which Sean's audience decided to harass them more and leave more mean comments and eventually dox her, which is terrible. But again, this isn't Sean's fault. This isn't Sean's fault. He made a video, he debunked her claims. Whether you agree with him or not, that's all you had to do. But everyone has to take it to the next level for no reason and made this whole ordeal a way bigger situation than it needed to be. Now, at the end of the day, I'm extremely against deplatforming people unless they've done something absolutely terrible. Like, unless you're like Drake, according to Kendrick Lamar. Unless you're like that, then I don't really see any reason for you to not be on the platform. Like, unless you're a legit child like predator or, you know, a sex offender or some terrible person out there who's murdered people or done something else awful. Sure, be on the platform. I'm sure if I ever get huge on this platform, someone will make an hour-long video on me talking about how I'm an awful, terrible person because of my opinions and because of my views on things. And that's their opinion. That's their view on me. That's fine. Then they just aren't a fan of mine. Okay, then I'm just going to take that with a grain of salt and move on with my day. I have other fans who want to watch my content. And that's all Illymation had to do, was go, okay, this guy isn't a fan. His audience will never be fans. So that's just how this works. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the whole situation down below. If you did enjoy, remember, please leave a like, comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you guys for sticking around till the end of the video. Don't forget to check me out on all my socials. Links will be down below. Check me out while I'm live. I'm almost live every single day over on Twitch. A follow over there is huge. We're nearing 200 followers over there, and we're nearing 500 subs here, guys. So it's been going really well from the content creation standpoint. So thank you guys so much for that. And until the next video, guys, Godspeed.